I'm a JV cheerleader at LFO High School, and I'm Hannah Walden. I'm an LFO cheerleader, and I'm a freshman.
I'm Courtney Gibson, and I'm an LFO cheerleader, and I'm a freshman.
I'm DeQuanza Cosper, and I'm an LFO cheerleader, and I'm in 10th grade.
As cheerleaders, we have more than just a duty, but a right to stand up for what we believe in, and
Amen.
we're not gonna.
Amen.
We're not gonna back down and let people walk all over our beliefs. And as cheerleaders, we're like the spirit squad of LFO, and we bring the spirit to the crowd, and nobody is going to take that away from us. And they can't stop the tradition that we have at LFO.
Thank you all for all your support.
Scott Dilson, he's another parent of an LFO student. He's going to come now and share his thoughts.
Good evening. My name is Scott Dilson, and I'm a parent of an LFO student and football player. The question is, whose rights are going to be violated?
Ours.
You know, a great man once said, I may not believe in what you have to say, but I will defend it with my life, your right to say what you want to say. That's what this country is about. You know, every day, I'm offended by something. By TV, by movies, by magazines, by billboards, by books. But as an American, I have the right to change that channel. I have the right to flip that page. I have a right to turn off the power, leave the auditorium, shut my eyes. But it's my right to do so. And everybody here has that right to exercise it as well.
Come on.
So let me ask you this. Is the majority going to have their rights violated, or is the minority going to have it done?
Yeah.
Is it going to be the many or the few? I was joking with my wife earlier. There was a Star Trek movie years ago that Spock said the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one. I ask you again, whose rights are going to be violated? Somebody is going to come up not enjoying what's happening. Okay? These young women and these young men, they're not trying to proselytize anybody. They're putting up an inspirational message that has brought inspiration to millions of people. Millions of people. They're not forcing anything on anybody. They're carrying on a tradition that's been going on for years at the school. Years. What message are we teaching these kids? These kids are our future. Okay? They're our future. If we tell them not to stand up for their rights, where's this country going to wind up at? Amen. All it takes is for men and women to sit by with their mouth shut and say nothing for another Nazi Germany to happen, for another Stalin to happen, for anything like that to happen. All we have to do is just keep our mouths quiet. This is a springboard towards bigger things. I want to leave you with exactly the way I started. And this is the question for not just now, but our future of our country. Whose rights are going to be violated? Thank you.
Logan, Fields. He's a football player at LFO. So y'all put your hands together and give him a good welcome.
Hello everyone, my name is Logan Fields, and I'm a former football player at LFO. I was a 4-year varsity letterman, and I just wanted to kind of speak about some of the tradition that comes at LFO. That sign has been there since I can remember. I used to go to games being as young as 8 years old and watching the Warriors run through that sign. It breaks my heart that those kids over on that hill might not get the chance to run through the same sign that I did. And I pray that we can get this done and we can get that sign back on the field by the end of this season and hopefully this Friday night.
Thank you. And we're going to be out in Forest Friday night at the football game with our signs, our shirts, everything to support these cheerleaders and support these football players at Lakeview High School. And no matter what school you go to, Heritage, Ringgold, Ridgeland, it can happen there too. So we need to cover all of our schools.
LFO, LFO, LFO,
You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind.
Thanks for all y'all coming, because you know it means a lot. The cheerleaders, for y'all coming out here to support them, it means a lot to me for graduating from LFO. Because it means a lot to run through those signs that the cheerleaders spend so much time on to make them and all that. And I thank God for them too. And I just appreciate them. Thanks for coming.
Next we have Clayton Brown. He's a youth pastor here in this area and also a advocate for a former LFO graduate. Clayton.
I don't know if you can see or not, but this is what happens when you try to drive down Battlefield Parkway and eat pizza. And this is what happens when you try to unbuckle the Bible belt. That we face today, abortion, the pro-family issue, prayer in schools, every one of those at some point or another directly came from Christians laying down. We laid down on our job and we didn't do what we were charged to do. And y'all are out here doing what you're supposed to be doing, and we need to praise these cheerleaders for doing what they were supposed to do, but it can't stop. We got to keep going, because if we lay down, it's just going to be another abortion or another gay rights or something like that.
Next we have two LFO cheerleaders, the varsity squad. Y'all give them another round of applause. We have Taylor Quinn and Caitlin Corley. Caitlin is going to be a guest on Fox and Friends on the National Fox News Network in the morning, so y'all be sure to tune in. Taylor here is going to share a few words about this.
We just want to say, on behalf of the cheerleaders, thank you for coming out and supporting us. It means a lot. And we just want to let everyone know that you can take away our signs and you can make us put them down, but you'll never silence our hearts. And we'll still stand up for God no matter what happens.